Are you tired of dying in the dark zone? Well, I've got a cure for you. So, 5 out of 4 doctors recommend you to use shotguns. If you did not know, studies have proven that 96% of males hit visibly harder and last up to 50% longer in the dark zone. So, what are you waiting for? Start using a shotgun. If your manhunt is lasting longer than 4 hours, stop using shotguns immediately and contact Dr. Cannon. Alright, honestly, jokes aside, you just seen a clip, you're gonna see what this thing can do in PvP, and when I tell you this thing can replicate that power in PvE, you're just gonna have to go off of my word. Now, even cleaners, which normally would be something scary, are not really that much of a force to be reckoned with when you're using something like Final Measure as well. So, the cool story is, we don't know exactly how the 5-piece sentries is going to change, but according to what they said, the 4-piece talent is still staying on the 4-piece. So the stacking capabilities stay true to shotguns. So we're probably going to lose a little bit of damage here or there, something along the lines of the headshot or the enemy armor damage or something like that while they spread it across 5 pieces. But the talent's still there, and that's the most important part, which means you can still rock a Vigorous chest piece and Savage Gloves or even 2-piece Final Measure and still have the stacking capability. So that's still a pretty cool thing. This is definitely going to be the anti-tank. Everybody's worried that now with SMGs being targeted with AUGs and vectors being nerfed and all of these other changes happening to the Strikers and Sentry set that there's no true counter to it. Understand that the counter to tanks is the Sentry's call set, and you can stack with ease with something like an SASG. Now, 870s are great if you're not rocking out a full party, but the rate of fire of an SASG will allow you to stack multiple targets. 1 is none will allow you to have multiple shots without ever having to reload. You can stack entire parties of players without ever having to reload, and even if so, it's a mag reload, so it's only like a couple seconds anyways, so it's not a big deal. So if I have not convinced you yet, the new meta is going to be Shotgun Sentry. It's going to be something that I've been using. You can personally see what it does in this meta against SMGs before these changes have happened, and it holds its own. So now imagine what it's going to be able to do in PvE when it can get up to 200% extra stagger. What that's going to allow you to do against NPCs is shoot them and force them into kind of a moment of vulnerability. They're going to be flinching, they're going to be stumbling, they're not going to be able to fight back, which means it's easy pickings for you and your teammates, especially as you're still getting those stacks. So it's going to make PvE probably super easy. Nobody's going to bother using SMGs if shotguns are going to be as good as I think they're going to be. And with the 30% damage increase to the base damage, you're going to see things like shotguns going up thousands and thousands of damage. Things like the 870 can go up 15, 16, 17,000 damage overall. This is just DPS. That is a major increase, which means if I can do what I'm doing with a shotgun in this current meta, you're going to stack on an extra 10, 15,000 for every shotgun. They're just going to be that more interesting, that more dangerous in the future. So they're going to be really good against SMGs. I'm not going to say they're better, but they're going to easily be as good. And with the sentries, they're going to be more valuable. They're going to be the counter to tank. So they should definitely rise in popularity. So if you're not on the bandwagon yet, if you've not experimented with a shotgun, get your feet wet. Start experimenting now. Try to find a shotgun with some decent talents like Responsive and Brutal on it. And start ruining faces. You're going to realize when you go up into the 34 zone that even as it currently stands without the extra stagger effect, that you can do a lot of damage against PvE enemies. You're going to notice that you can do some crazy good things against PvP players. So, with all the changes and all the buffs coming to shotguns, they're only going to become better while a lot of the other things become worse. So thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. I just wanted to let you guys know this is the way that I see the meta evolving. I feel like shotguns are now going to be really popular. Shotgun marksman metas are going to become a thing, and that's what I am personally aiming for with 4-piece sentries. So we're going to see how the sentries changes, but this is what I know to be true. That shotguns are incredible now, and they're only getting significantly stronger. So where's that going to put them? Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. You have a good evening, all right?